Elizabeth Torres, escorted by Josie Logan, Mary Reyes, and Trinity Logan. Tracy Thomas, escorted by Jetta Gomez and Raymond Capillo. Emily Estrada, escorted by Jamie and Louis Estrada. Caitlin A, escorted by Michael and Dawn A. Nate Gonzalez, escorted by Catalina Perez and Avery Nate Gonzalez. Christian Reyes, escorted by Victor and Aurora Reyes. Andreas Reyes, escorted by Andrew and Mercedes Reyes. Miguel Gonzalez, escorted by Roberto Gonzalez and Naya Gonzalez. Carla Ramirez, escorted by Lucio Aguilera and Angelica Ramirez. Selma Maria, escorted by Lisa Maria and Jennifer Maria. Sophia Sutter, escorted by Adrian and Maria Sutter. Alicia Colson, escorted by Michael Colson and Jennifer Evans. Layla DeWitt, escorted by Laura Park and Jackie and Donna Taylor. Sabrina Doty, escorted by Jeff and Stephanie Doty. Virgil Cuenco, escorted by Rodrigo and Maria Cuenco, Rafael Cuenco, and Joanna Cuenco. Jesus Garcia, escorted by Roberto Garcia and Alejandra Guerrero. Riley Hunt, escorted by Jesse and Jenny Hunt.
like straight in there. You know I can read the...
Ethan Tillman, escorted by Wally and Marissa Tillman.
Oh, I know if I'm being. I'm not trying to do that. Hi, Ollie.
Tell them where we're going tomorrow. I have no skin in either one of the games. I just go. I didn't go to either one.
Jasmine Garcia, escorted by Jorge Garcia and Justina Aguirre.
Didn't really work out.
Lizzie Nady, escorted by Frank and Christy Nady.
Oklahoma, Kansas.
Karen Ortega, escorted by Juan Patricia, Juan Jr., and Michael Ortega. Camila Patino, escorted by Santiago and Maria Patino.
Yes, no, we're getting close. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, just hold up.
Manuel Rodriguez, escorted by Antonio and Ron Rodriguez.
Hurry on.
Jackson Colton, escorted by Susan.
Dad, can I run under the tunnel, please? I want to go play
Valeria Humble, escorted by Lily Humble and Lily Manuel.
Lots of seniors.
All right, everybody, here we are. Let me turn that down a little bit. I think we're a little hot. Coach Cash, you want a mic check here?
Mic check. Can you hear me? I don't think I'm very loud. I can hear myself.
No, you're not very loud.
Hello. Check. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Keep
Mic
checking,
check.
keep checking.
Check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
There you
Hello.
are.
There it is.
There you are.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right, so welcome back to Rogan Field. Last home game of the year. Second to last district game. We're in week 9. Dillos come in at 5-3. Facing the Holland Hornets, come in at 1-7 on the year. Dillos are 2-1 in district. Hornets are 0-3. Dillos, of course, have this game and then away at Mason to finish up the district slate. Holland has us and I believe Thorndale next week. I don't know if that's home or road, but for them.
Yeah, I didn't check that either. I'm not sure. It's a big rivalry game. I do know that.
It is, yes, it is
two.
that. So, you know, a important game for the Dills here. This is a playoff clincher if they're able to come up with the win. Puts them in position to, if you only win out of these next two, if you only win this one, I think you're third or fourth, likely third. I think most scenarios have you playing out third. And then if you're able to beat Mason, it depends on how much. Assuming you win this one. If you win this one, then Mason, I think we figured out, was it as long as you...
I think it was 10 for the district.
Yeah, we would have to
championship
win by 10 to win district.
and 5 to
I think
finish
it's
second because Thorndale's -4. Isn't that correct? Let's see. We're -4.
Yeah.
Thorndale, excuse me.
Thorndale's +4. So,
Oh.
did we say it was 7? It was like you couldn't lose by more than 7, I
That
think.
sounds, yeah, that does sound right. Now that you
We'll
say
do
that.
maybe at halftime. I'll do some back of the napkin
You're
calculations
the,
on
you're
that
the
again.
math teacher.
But,
I gave it up somewhere in there.
So yeah, if you win this game, you go into the last week with really, you're in the playoffs, but you don't know what seed you're going to be. There's no seed that's really eliminated. Number 4 is pretty unlikely at that point. Number 1's a big ask, trying to go beat Mason by 10 at their place. But if there's any year where they've shown maybe a little bit of a weakness, you know, this is one of those.
Yeah.
They're not world beaters. They're a good, solid team like they usually are. But I think it's definitely, it's not something that's unreachable, you know.
Right, right.
So you got a chance to do that, and then, you know, minus that, you know, you got a range of anywhere from, you know, got a range of 17 points there of anywhere in between winning by 10 or losing by less than 7.
Right.
You know, your second place, then.
Well, you know, the good thing is it's all in our hands still. At
No, it
this
is.
point, we
Yeah.
don't have to depend on anybody right now.
No, you do completely control your own fate, even for the
Yeah.
district championship.
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
if you win this game and go beat Mason by 10 or more, you're district champs. And there's something to be said for that. It's you know as well as I do. It's a nervy feeling when you're going. I really need
Yes, depending on
this
other
team
people.
to go win for me this week because you just never know. So. Good position for the Dills to be in. I know that was always a, you know, we talked about it. I'm not going to beat a dead horse with it. You know, there's a tough loss to Thorndale a couple weeks ago. One you definitely wish you could have back.
Yeah.
There's no shame in that loss. 'Cause Thorndale's not a bad football team, but you still definitely feel like you were the better team there, and that you just a few big plays beat you.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, I think we kind of learned some things about ourselves that night. You know, now, you know, we were really committed to our under center offense. And last week I noticed we got behind the chains and we just jumped in our spread really early and went to it and looked comfortable. And it wasn't just insurmountable odds when you got into that 2nd and 15, you know, things like that.
Yeah, and I think it's just one of those. I think we've finally got a comfort level with, you know, you just
Yeah.
you
With
just
both,
do what you think
yeah.
is going to work. You
Yeah.
know, it's like you have some flex to go, to move in between them or go primarily to one of them for the whole game if that's that's what you think you're going to be able to do.
Yeah.
So
It kind
it's
of
definitely
it took a little while to
did.
kind of get the timing down on both and
Yeah.
and the feel for everything. But I think we're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, those new offenses are never
No.
easy to just have a super clean install of it. It's you just never know. So I said senior night, parent night here. Had the kind of ceremonies there earlier that we.
We have a lot of seniors that are involved with a lot of. We have a lot of. I'm looking at the band picture of seniors down
Oh,
there.
yeah.
There's a whole bunch of them and cheer and
Yeah, absolutely. Dilloettes. And
I think our senior
everything.
football players are about eight or nine.
let's
not
see,
too
1,
many.
2, 3,
Oh, it's on the
4,
fence.
5, 6.
Yeah, it's not a huge senior class of football players.
No, it's
But
not.
we have the seniors are involved in everything.
Yes, they are. They're yeah.
We have 2 or 3 that are managing, and so anyway, that was nice to see.
Yes.
Nice, good senior class. I think the senior kids are always at this time of the year. They're not really thinking about it. I think the senior parents are. It starts to kind of be real.
Oh, yeah,
You got one next year. You'll
Oh, I
be
know
out there
it.
doing that.
Yeah,
It becomes. I saw a few tears in the parents' eyes. So pretty neat deal.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking forward to that.
You're not.
It is nope. It is what it is, though. They got to grow up sometime.
Yeah.
Other sports and everything going on. We know that cross country had the girls team make regionals, and one boy. So that's wrapped up. Basketball started last week. The girls have been out there working on it and everything.
I think they scrimmage next Tuesday. Is that the 4th? Whatever.
Is it
Isn't
the
that
4th?
Is that Tuesday?
That is yes, Tuesday.
Okay. And I'll have to double check that, but I believe that's that Eastland scrimmage, so they're about ready
Okay.
to get going.
Yeah, all right. I think we're fixing to have a prayer here. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn the sound off here for a minute and play our ad video. So we'll be back with you here in a few minutes. Please watch these ads for our sponsors here. Make sure you give them your business anytime you need something. Keep that business local, and it's all keep San Saba the great little town it is with all the businesses it has. Our diamond sponsor this year is Texair. Give them a call for all of your heating, air conditioning, and electrical needs. Located in Lampasas, Texair technicians work diligently to get the job done and leave your house with a 100% working unit. Our gold sponsors, our Ride of the Week sponsors, Tiegler Chevrolet. Go see Steven over in Goldthwaite, where we're confident you'll find the vehicles you're looking for at a price you can afford. They have a full selection of new Buick and Chevrolet vehicles and can give you a great deal on reliable pre-owned models. They also offer quality auto maintenance and repairs, everything from oil changes to powertrain and drivetrain repairs. Tiegler Chevrolet, they live up to their reputation every day. Our Extra Point sponsor is Arrowhead Bank. They've been providing deposit, lending, and other financial services for the Texas Hill Country since 1923. Stop by and see Kristen Nelson and Jake Lackey, or use their mobile banking and depositing services today. Arrowhead Bank, a better brand of banking. Our kickoff sponsors are Alamo Pecan and Coffee and Witten Real Estate. Alamo Pecan and Coffee stands for everything that you love about Texas. Stop by and see Dora Miller and Martha Lee Witten today for rich flavors, tasty treats, and hearts as big as our glorious state. If you're looking for high-quality pecans in any form, you're in the right place. And Witten Real Estate, whether you're looking for a sprawling ranch or cozy home in town, or to sell and move on to new opportunities, Witten Real Estate has the expertise you need. Stop by and see what they can do for you today. SAS Towing and Recovery is our third down sponsor. They're your number one choice for auto towing, heavy-duty towing, and everything in between. There's nothing too big or too small. We can haul them all. Serving San Saba, Mills, and Lampasas County. 512-752-3770. Our silver sponsors. Our pregame sponsors this year are Oliver Pecan and Oliver and Company Confections and Coffee. At Oliver Pecan, stop by and see Sean, Nancy, Holt, and Marcy to find the best Texas pecan gift baskets, pecan brittle, pralines, raw pecans, pecan chocolates, and more. Orchard fresh from the grower to your table. Oliver Pecan. At Oliver and Company, tickle your taste buds with their coffees, baked goods, candies, soups, salads, sandwiches, ice creams, fudge, pecans, and more. Our first quarter sponsor, Casa del Charro. Craving good Mexican food and friendly service right here in San Saba? Casa del Charro Mexican Grill and Bar opens Monday to Saturday from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Find them at 1608 West Wallace Street, where you'll always get the best food and the best service for the best customers. Our second quarter sponsor, San Saba Realty. They've been helping folks find their place in the hill country of Central Texas since 1988. Whether you're looking for a home or a ranch, call the professionals at San Saba Realty. They're available anytime to assist you in your search. San Saba Realty proudly supports the San Saba Armadillos. Get online to sansabarealty.com or call 325-372-5082. Our halftime sponsor, Everett's Furniture and Emporium. Visit Brad and Misty Everett for a variety of appliances, furniture, home decor, flooring, washers, dryers, and more. They carry major brands and offer free local delivery. Everett's Furniture and Emporium. Why go out of town? Napoli's Italian Grill is our third quarter sponsor. They're located at 210 East Commerce Street in San Saba, specializing in both Italian and American cuisine. Enjoy a great New York-style pizza or Texas-sized burger, along with wings, salads, pastas, subs, and more. Order online at www.napolisgrill.com. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Chase Pecan, our fourth quarter sponsor. At Chase Pecan, we're all about exceptional service and unbeatable quality. Our passion for pecans drives us to deliver top-notch products with the highest standards in safety and innovation. With a global reach and shipments to over 30 countries, we're proud to offer pecan goodness you can trust for your family. Print Shop is our post-game and apparel sponsor. Looking to bring your ideas to life? At Print Shop in San Saba, custom signs, embroidery, and creative projects are just the start. Print Shop, where printing is only the beginning. And our bronze sponsors this year, Ace Disposal. Whether you need a dumpster, trash pickup, or recycling services, Alec and Gwen Newby and their team have you covered. Keeping our communities clean since 1980. Pecan Valley Hardware, family owned and operated for over 25 years. Plumbing, electrical, outdoor power equipment, cement, metal, and more. Go see Jaron and the guys, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. R&R Fuel Stop. Stop by and see Britton and Kenda Edmondson to fill up with gasoline, diesel, or diesel, or save time and they'll bring the fuel to you. Michael Nelson at Nelson Auto Works, your one-stop shop for tires, brakes, and quick lube. Quality brands, expert installation, and alignment for a smooth, safe ride. From pads to rotors, will keep your stopping power strong. Fast, friendly oil changes that will keep your engine running at its best. Call today or stop by Nelson Auto Works, where your car gets the care it deserves. San Saba Animal Hospital. Go see Dr. Key and Dr. Nelms for excellent veterinary care for your animals of any size. They offer general and emergency services. They're located on North Highway 16 and are open on Saturdays and always on call. Blaylock Funeral Home, dedicated to making a difficult time easier. Their goal is to help you plan a service for your loved one that is both meaningful to your family and in keeping with your loved one's wishes. Isham Electric. Stuart Isham and his crew have been serving this community of San Saba and the surrounding areas for many years. Give them a call for all of your AC, heating, and electrical needs. City National Bank. Stop by and see Sam and Lee Murray for all of your banking needs. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Spiral Horn Coffee. Mark Haley and his crew make an amazing cup of specialty coffee that you can try for yourself at Oliver & Company right here in town. They strive to find new and interesting coffees from around the world and bring them to you at a fair and reasonable price. Give them a try today. Central Texas Telecommunications. Located in Goldthwaite, CTTC provides high-speed internet to rural Texas as well as telephone and cellular services with the heart of a small company. San Saba Produce. Go see Cade McBee for a full line of wildlife, equine, livestock, pet, agricultural, and lawn and garden products. They carry Purina feed and essential show feeds and supplements. Commercial National Bank. Give them a call for all of your residential, agricultural, and commercial loan needs. They offer online banking, mobile deposits, instant debit cards, and more. Bank for a better tomorrow. Hamrick's Automotive Center. Since 1976, they've provided the San Saba area with 5-star auto repair. Their goal is to offer top-notch auto repair services at affordable prices. Stop by today or give them a call to schedule an appointment. Harry's Boots. Located in downtown San Saba, they offer one of the largest selections of boots in western Marin Central Texas. With a great selection of women and children's wear, you're sure to find something that everyone in your family will love. Jordan Cattle Auction. They have traditional weekly sales on Mondays in Mason and Thursdays in San Saba and a variety of special sales throughout the year. Find out more at jordancattle.com. Fancy Flowers. Go see Kay and Courtney at Fancy Flowers for all your fresh flower and houseplant needs. Go Dillos. J Squared Structures, your trusted partner for all your metal construction needs. We take pride in every project, big or small. From gates and entrances to metal buildings and custom barndominiums, we turn your vision into reality with dependable quality and structures that last. Hoyt Real Estate. People around here trust Hoyt Real Estate when it comes to property in the Hill Country. They know the area, they know the people, and they'll help you find the perfect place to call your own. Visit HoytRealEstate.land to learn more. Capital Farm Credit. Agriculture, it's the backbone of what makes our world go round. For more than a century, Capital Farm Credit has been providing agricultural financing to Texans. Our mission goes beyond making loans. We put agriculture first. We're your partner, we're your trusted advisor, we're your friend. Because together, we're better. Wise Meat Market, a family-run business bringing San Saba and surrounding counties a variety of fresh, quality cut meats. Whether gathering with friends, feeding your family, or raising money for a community event, we've got you covered. Vega Trucking. Call Jesse and Jesus Vega for a great selection of rock for all of your needs. They also haul hay, firewood, and more all over the state of Texas. Landon's Mobile Mechanic Service. We bring reliable repair to your doorstep in San Saba County and surrounding areas. From small engine fixes to comprehensive tractor, truck, and car repairs. If it has an engine, we can fix it. Call at 325-305-5037. And Quality DEF Solutions. Need diesel exhaust fluid or engine fluids fast? Call Quality DEF Solutions. From one jug to a whole truckload, we deliver DEF, coolants, oils, and more straight to your business anywhere in Texas. Quality products, quick service. That's Quality DEF Solutions. All right. Looks like Holland won the toss and is receiving. We're going to try something new there. We've got a little bit of a sideline camera going on. We're going to try it this week. See if it'll work there. That's what that was for a minute. Got to make sure my cameraman is nice and stable with it there. It's a little shaky. But, you know, sometimes when we have goal line plays, things like that, we're going to try and go to that and get you a little bit better angle on it. So, kind of excited about that. Always trying to do some new things here. So, Dills will be kicking off, going left to right on your screen to the Hornets start the game. So, it means Dills always have that knowledge there in their back pocket of just 1 second, Coach Cashfield. Take over for just a second.
All right, Noel Vega, number 44, set to kick off for the Dillos. Dillos approached the ball. They kind of faked their little onside like they always do, and now they're dropping back. And looks like they're going to, I bet you they kick it kind of deep tonight. No, he did not. He kicked it short, and oh, man. Little, they used to call that a kick pass. He kicked it right at about 10 yards. Number 4, Jalen Gary, was flying down the sideline and just a little bit too far for him. He was trying to field that in the air on the pooch kick, or the onside kick. Holland take over at their own 47-yard line.
All right, I didn't hear you, Coach Cash, but I'm sure it was excellent.
Yeah.
Speaking of our sign line cameraman, I had to go talk to him for a second. So
Hornets took over the ball on the Dillo 49-yard line.
Were we offsides maybe or something there?
Yeah, I guess they tacked on a little extra.
All right, so yeah.
We've played such good defense really all year. Kind of nice to have the confidence in your defense.
Yes, it is. All right, so that should be pretty familiar there to the Dillos. Going to hand a dive up the middle. Well played by the Dillos. It's going to be a gain of 2 on the play. See Danny English, Melvin Humble, I think Clayton Metter in on that pile too. Really just going to be a gain of 1 after they mark the ball. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Hornets on the Dillo 48-yard line.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about, Holland's a lot like what we do. They do it a little different, but they like to run the ball and be under center and predominantly run.
They do, and we kind of talked about it the other day. You watch them and you look at them. Here's the snap.
Look.
Yeah, a little heavy set right. Quarterback run to the right, and that's well played by Jason Everett.
Clayton Metter working down the line of scrimmage from his defensive tackle.
That's going to be a loss of 4 on the play to be 3rd and 13. You look at them.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell why they've struggled so much. It looks like just they don't appear to be very physical.
No,
I would say is really what seems to be the biggest
young
issue.
Team. I did look at their roster.
Okay,
somewhere,
see now that's something I haven't.
Yeah, and I wish I had a roster up here with us, but of course they don't have a JV, so freshman, sophomore, everybody's on varsity.
Yeah. That doesn't help. All right, and a bootleg here. Quarterback drops back. He makes a throw down to the 45 of the Dillos. It's completed, but that's going to be 6 yards shy of that first down. As an SAS towing and recovery first down. I also got to get my overlays up here. First quarter brought to you by Casa del Charo. Get that up here. So it looks like they've got a punt team coming on here. So good job there by the Dillo defense. Good coverage on that ball. Good ball, but
they got one. Get up there. They had a receiver out there uncovered.
Got Jay Nagiri back to return the punt. Punter for the Hornets standing on his own 43-yard line. A little bit of a high snap, but handled. High kick, not that deep. Aguirre comes up to field it inside the 25. He bobbles it, is able to scoop it up. He's going to get no yards on the return, but crisis averted.
You can kind of see that. He was running so hard at the ball, and the ball was coming down, and he was coming to it, and kind of bounced off his pads for a minute there. But good job getting the handle. Quick 3 and out by the Dillo defense.
Yep. All right, so here comes the offense. We'll see. Looks like
Danny split out wide.
they're going to be spread, but with Jaden at quarterback and Tharp at the running back.
Yeah, and they put that heavy.
And it's going to be that kind of counter left and getting the legs cut out from under him. After 2 yards, it's Tharp going to the left.
It's a new little wrinkle that we haven't seen.
Yeah, it's the same play we've been running, just ran it out of the gun instead of getting under center with it. And that's – you wonder if that doesn't help just a little bit as far as, your defense, whether they're going to completely stack the box or not, is now they know that you have more of a quick passing threat, and we are kind of sticking with that.
Yeah.
Now Tharp goes to quarterback, Everett is running back, Romero goes out to receiver, twins to the left, tight end twins to the right, handoff to Everett, going right, breaks 1, and he's going to squeeze through a hole for 6, out to the 34-yard line, going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. A long 2, 3rd and a long 2 here. So, got an SAS towing and recovery third down play coming up here. And now we're under center in the straight T. Romero goes under to get the snap. Here it is, tossed left to Everett. He's going to try and plow ahead, meets some resistance in the hole, but breaks enough tackles, gets 5, and is going to have the first out to the 39-yard line. Real quick mention of a sponsor. As always, our diamond sponsor, Texair, big-time sponsor for us. I'll read off their promo here in a minute. Dillos are on the hurry up here, trying to catch the defense sleeping. And that's a fumbled snap. It looks like Romero was able to fall back down on it for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 after that. Now back to Texair. Give them a call for all of your heating, air conditioning, and electrical needs. Located in Lampasas, Texair technicians work diligently to get the job done and leave your house with a 100% working unit. Tigler Chevrolet, our Ride of the Week sponsor. Go see Steven over in Goldthwait, where we're confident you'll find the vehicle you're looking for at a price you can afford. All right. Ooh, here's the true inverted bone. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's my old Stratford days right there. Let's go. Give the dive. Not a dive. Toss right to Tharp. He had it out here.
He did.
He cut it back up inside, which, coaches always want you to go north-south, but, man, he had a hole out here if he'd have bounced it. But as it stands, he got 5 up the middle, out to the 44 to bring up 3rd and 5. Another SAS towing and recovery third down play coming up. Looks like they're working pretty quickly, breaking the huddle already. 26 on the play clock.
There you go again. It's unbalanced this direction this time, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is. I think it was last time too.
Yeah.
I couldn't see enough numbers to see why it looked funny, but it is. But it's going to be a toss weak to the up back to Jason Everett.
Boy,
he's going to be close. They're going to give him that first down.
He got a little second effort there, got him really close. And
yes, it did.
Spotting, I think they're moving the chains. So good job.
All right, so back to talk about Tigler Chevy there. They have a full selection of new Buick and Chevrolet vehicles and can give you a great deal on reliable pre-owned models. They also offer quality auto maintenance and repairs, everything from oil changes to powertrain and drivetrain repairs. Motion out of the backfield right to left from Everett, and it's going to be a toss that way for Tharp. He's going to try and get the edge, and he does. He cuts up the field. Looks like he trips maybe over his own feet there. Gets 6 on the play. Had one man to beat. I don't know if a defender got an arm out or something, but something tripped him up.
Yep.
Finishing up with Tigler Chevrolet. They live up to the reputation every day. Again, always grateful to those guys. We don't need them for the home games, but they come through huge for us on the road games. All right. Straight T, unbalanced left now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a toss to Everett. Yes, it is to the left. He's going to try and cut it back up the middle, and he's going to gain 1 on that play. Well played by the defense that time. Another third down. Third down from SAS towing and recovery. That's something that he's kind of fallen in love with there. I know Everett on that play he's always looking for that cutback, and I think he's kind of stuck in that rut right now.
He's had a lot of success.
It's worked for him, and it's but that time I think it would have been better to just kind of stick the pass, that off tackle path, and
same thing with Luke a while ago.
Yeah,
so that's okay. They'll figure that out as this
unbalanced right now. Here's a toss right. Is that Tharp out of the backfield? Couldn't tell, but he's
Luke. Right?
Yeah, he is stacked up though. No gain on that play. A big 4th down here in the early going. I assume the Dills will go for it. This is they've gone for it from a lot shorter than, or a lot
further back and
less favorable conditions than this one.
Well, they've already shown they don't mind giving a hollow field position. They have confidence in that defense.
So it looks like they got kind of that tush-push formation here. That's a long way to go for that play. We'll see.
They did that thing earlier.
They handed off to Everett up the middle, and he's going to get through and get the first down.
Against Thorndale, they did that little trick play out of that thing, and Tharp came out the other side with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, good job right there. No question about that one.
All right, a tight twins formation left, tight end twins to the right. Shotgun, Tharp, the quarterback, hands it to Everett going left. He's got a big hole. He breaks it, and he's going to take it to the house. That's going to be a 39-yard touchdown run straight up the middle. Jason Everett opens your scoring. Dillos leads 6-0, 4:21 to go in this Casa del Charro first quarter. We'll have an Arrowhead Bank extra point pending here. You felt like that was bound to happen. We kept having ones that had a little bit of a gap, close to it, and then finally he breaks through.
Yeah.
I forgot my replay. That would have been nice. Extra point is no good. Okay. Looks like we may have had a little trouble with the hold there.
Yeah.
And just outside the left upright there. So the lead will hold at 6-0 for your San Saba Armadillos. Again, 4:21 to go in this first quarter. An Alamo pecan and coffee kickoff coming up. Which reminds me, I got to fix their logo. You can't see it very well on here, but I'm trying.
I was watching them in pregame, and Noel was kicking off. He was booming them tonight. I really thought we'd kick it deep earlier, and
we had a lot of success doing that last week.
Boy, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to prepare for our specialty for our kickoff.
Well, you just have no idea what it's going to be.
He's so good at hitting spots.
Yes, it's nice.
He's got a strong leg too.
It's definitely nice to have a kicker who gives you those options. Sometimes
we've got two of them.
You're just trying to find somebody sometimes that just can do a basic kickoff. Can you get the ball off the tee? That's
we've got two exceptional kickers. Take their little onside again.
We'll see.
Holland
it has been interesting. The Dillos have stuck with a 5x5 formation ever since last return we got for a touchdown. Here's the kickoff. That's going to be offsides again if they want to call it. They don't. A high pop-up, and he drops it, and Jaden Aguirre's going to recover it. Clayton Metter with the hit, and that's going to be a first down for the Dillos on the 36-yard line of the Hornets. I think, we talked about, you kind of questioned, like, just looking at them, how they're 1-7. I think it's things like that, you can't make those mistakes when you're already maybe struggling a little bit. Those are backbreakers.
Well, and they, like you said, they got athletic-looking kids, some big kids, but you just can't.
Well, and the crazy thing is, I guarantee they're not just athletic-looking kids. I mean, track and everything, Holland has always got dudes that can run, so it's kind of.
Remember last year we had that shootout with them over there, and they beat us 44-40.
Luke had 424 yards or something rushing. Like that. Yeah, and just
crazy game. So
absolutely, Dillos are lined up in that shotgun, that kind of offset.
Yeah, showing a few different looks tonight.
I might call it
kind of those two sniffer backs, the counter back.
That's Mendoza going right and fighting through a couple of tackles. He's going to gain, looks like, 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 4 down to the 31.
Well, you talked about it last week. We've got so many good running backs. When they get in that formation, they can bring in an extra one.
Yeah, and he's a guy I think that you want to maybe get the ball a little bit more, and that is interesting. Got Tharp at quarterback, him at tailback, and then Everett and Levo up at those kind of fullback positions, those H-back spots.
So you got 4 guys better.
And there's a quarterback run off the left, cuts it back to the right, breaks one tackle. He's got one man to beat, and a good job by that defensive end kind of falling back on it, or he's gone. But he is down inside the 20 for an Armadillo first down.
Yeah, that opened up pretty big and looked like he was going to go. Good play by their defensive end, like you said.
Back it up. All right, Dillos take over. Or not take over. Continue their drive, 1st and 10. Yep, kind of that wing right set here, almost.
Oh, there you go.
That quarterback run off the middle, he pulls it. He finds a little bit of room, kind of dancing around. He's going to work forward for probably 6 or 7 yards. They might give him 8 on the play.
Got Jalen Aguirre checking in at running back now, checking in for Mendoza.
So working in a little bit of new personnel here. I think it's no secret that we are a pretty heavy favorite in this game. So I think Coach is taking an opportunity to get some guys in and give them some time because you never know. They're not coming in at running back. They're moving Everett back to running back and running at this tight end doubles. Have a tight bunch twins to the left. A high snap to Tharp. He gets the handoff down to Everett, and Everett's going to go into the end zone. No, he's not. And he had a big hole and just one.
Well, the timing was a little. It worked out, but the ball bounced. The ball was snapped high and bounced off of Tharp's hands.
And you see,
Jason caught it out.
Luke's talking to Coach Aguirre down there. I think he was frustrated because he knows if he'd have gotten a clean snap there, I think he would have pulled that and walked into the end zone. I think he's frustrated that he didn't get that. So back to the straight T formation here for the Dillos. Balance set here, toss right to Tharp, and he's into the end zone now for another Armadillo touchdown. Scores 12-0 with 2 minutes to go in this Casa del Charro first quarter. So Arrowhead Bank extra point coming up here. The kick is up. And I have to talk to my cameraman. He's got to get on the officials on that one. But the kick is good. I went to my sideline camera, and as soon as he kicked it, the camera just went off somewhere else. Didn't wait for the signal. It's a 14-year-old cameraman, so, it is what it is. We're doing what we can here. Just trying to get some kind of new things going.
When it's going to work sometime tonight, and it's a neat perspective, different view.
Edit.
He's working at it down there, though.
Yes, for sure.
He's where he needs to be.
All right, so we got Alpo Pecan and Coffee kickoff coming up here. A little bit frustrated with some things here. Trying to get a better scoreboard view there, and it's not letting me do what I want to do. All right, so, dadgummit, I did not mean to do that. Bad timing. Accidentally hit the wrong camera there. I need to change a setting here.
Dillos tried a little onside kick again to the right-hand side. Holland able to scoop it up at that time.
All right, so Dillo defense takes over again. 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Brought to you by Casa del Charro. Their lead is 13-0. Handoff up the middle is going nowhere. That's going to be a gain of maybe one, half a yard.
Back Adam Matthews. First one there, Benny English, Clayton Metter in on the tackle. I'm sure both of those linebackers.
Got a little bit of a better camera angle here now on the scoreboard. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, gotcha.
I wasn't really cooperating, but I think we got it set up a little better now. It's kind of small, kind of hard to see. All right. A little bit of a trap here, and they've got some room down the San Saba sideline. A good tackle by Jaden Aguirre, but that is going to be a first down across midfield down to the 45 for the Hornets here. So, yeah,
that's a good little play. They're not just completely inept by any means.
Like I said, got athletes. Just again, those mistakes.
Just mistakes and youth and being 1-7 at this point. And,
yeah, because you kind of.
It's hard. I don't know if you've been there or not. I've been there, and it's just hard.
No, you coach long enough. Everyone's
Yeah.
had rough seasons.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
You just can't get everything straightened out. You figure one thing out, and here's a handoff going left.
Oh, got a little hole.
Big running back, and he breaks through the middle left side, and he's going to be all the way down to the 32 for another Hornet first down. So, yeah, sometimes things just don't go right, although they're going right for him right now. Another quick sponsor, just a second, Coach. Arrowhead Bank, our Extra Point sponsor. They've been providing deposit, lending, and other financial services for the Texas Hill Country since 1923. Stop by and see Kristen Nelson and Jake Lackey, or use their mobile banking and depositing services today. Arrowhead Bank, a better brand of banking. Alamo Pecan and Coffee stands for everything that you love about Texas. Stop by and see Dora Miller and Martha Lee Witten today for rich flavors, tasty treats, and hearts as big as our glorious state. If you are looking for high-quality pecans in any form, you're in the right place. Split back look here. Toss going left,
going
almost
nowhere.
fumbled. Melvin Umble does a good job on the edge there, and that's going to be a loss of, I think, 4. Whoop, looks like they're going to do 5 here. Loss of 5, back to the 37 for the Hornets there on that play.
Yeah, they ran that reverse. Melvin was just standing there waiting on that.
Yeah, he did a good job staying home.
and,
That's going to do it for this first quarter. Again, San Saba leads 13-0. The end of the Casa del Charro first quarter. Texas is San Saba Realty. Second quarter. Carrying on our sponsors, Witten Real Estate. Whether you're looking for a sprawling ranch or cozy home in town, or to sell and move on to new opportunities, Witten Real Estate has the expertise you need. Stop by and see what they can do for you today. SAS Towing and Recovery, our third down sponsor. They're your number one choice for auto towing, heavy-duty towing, and everything in between. There's nothing too big or too small. We can haul them all. Serving San Saba County, Mills County, and Lampasas County. 512-752-3770. Oliver Pecan. Stop by and see Sean, Nancy, Holt, and Marcy to find the best Texas pecan gift baskets, pecan brittle, pralines, raw pecans, pecan chocolates, and more. Orchard fresh from the grower to your table. Oliver Pecan. And Oliver and Company Confections and Coffee. Tickle your taste buds with their coffees, baked goods, candies, soups, salads, sandwiches, ice creams, fudge, pecans, and more. Now, our first quarter sponsor, Casa del Charro. Craving good Mexican food and friendly service right here in San Saba? Casa del Charro Mexican Grill and Bar opens Monday to Saturday from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Find them at 1608 West Wallace Street, where you'll always get the best food and the best service for the best customers. All right, here we go. Orbit motion left to right. Dive up the middle to the fullback, and he's going to go nowhere on the play.
Good job by the Dillo defense that time.
Yes, let's see. Juan Patino in on that tackle. Caleb Roberts, Graydon Lebo. Maybe Ulysses Mendoza getting in on it a little bit over there.
Yeah, you know, those first 2 scoring drives were so easy, you tend to kind of relax a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what maybe we did on the first of this drive, but looks like we've got it all corrected now.
I keep wanting to go to the sideline camera, but my cameraman's a little wobbly down there. All right. A little bit of option look out to the right. They do look like they got a little bit of an edge. Everett in pursuit, and he does a good job.
Yes.
He stays inside out on it. Small gain, 3 yards on the play on that SAS Towing and Recovery third down by that Dillo defense. And it's going to be 4th and 12 at the Dillo 34. Now, this one you assume they'll go for some way, somehow.
You know, Coach Gary on his coach's show talked about they're bringing in a kicking team of some sort.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go ahead and punt it away.
But he was talking about their screen game, and I haven't
seen that tonight, at least.
Yeah, and I hadn't even seen it on film, so I was
didn't.
thinking to myself that would have been a time for that. But
I didn't watch very much film.
yeah, I did not. I've got to be honest. That's why I was kind of asking maybe if you'd seen it. But he did mention they had a good screen game. So
no, again, I talk about the benefits of being up here versus down there, and that's one of them. Is I don't want to watch a ton of film. I don't have to.
No, it was there's a lot going on this week. It was hard to get to that film. And
I don't know why, but it did. It felt like a busy week.
Well, grades.
Yeah.
Do and yeah. Boo.
Grades.
But it was just a. Did they call this timeout? I didn't. I just kind of looked up.
No, I do believe we called it. I think we were worried about them
Faking
pulling a
or
fake
something.
and just wanted to talk about it. it did seem like they were up to something. Kind of one of their
You better always
kind
check
of their personal protector. Kind of was like
check
kind of looking up, talking to people and stuff like that. It seemed
look at
like
their offenses back out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's the situation. You always check the sidelines after they come out of that timeout.
I mean, you fake it there was that dude. Ooh, kind of got a
nasty slot
motion
thing.
right to left here. They got
It's
a
a
one-on-one
shift,
out
yeah.
there.
Right.
Another motion. Here's the snap. Going to be a bootleg
Ooh,
left.
he's not
He's
gonna
running
get
for
rid
his
of
life,
that.
and he just throws that away.
Had to.
He did.
Ooh,
he
it looked like a screen. though.
If he'd had a little bit of time, he did have a
Did he?
man kind of running a corner route that was behind the defense, but he was running for his life. I know it was Danny English. Who was the other? Was it Melvin?
Melvin,
Yeah,
yeah.
those two were off
Came
the edge
untouched.
in a hurry.
It was just a foot race to the.
If you know what I'm talking about, the backside of the offensive line did not waterfall very well. They did
No.
not fan back and
it looked like a
pick up either
screen.
pass rusher on that one. Yeah.
They blocked the screen. Well, nonetheless, the Dillos take over right there. So good job by the defense.
Tell you what, the quarterback knew it was saw it coming too. He
yeah.
was running for his
Yeah.
life, trying to get away. Couldn't do anything but throw it away. So here comes that Dillos offense. Enrique Mendoza still in it, running back with Tharp back there at the quarterback in the gun, Lebo and Everett the upbacks to the right. And that's going to be a false start out of Caleb Roberts at the tight end spot.
You know, I was watching. Is JJ out there at receiver? Is he? They were kind of looking at JJ's hand. I saw Coach kind of washing it off and taping something up.
No, he's down here on the sideline. I
You
see
know,
him
they had
there.
that fumbled snap earlier.
Yeah, he's
He
got
may
his
have
wrist
something-
taped up down
okay.
there.
He was working on his hand or wrist, or that
All
may
right,
have
so
something to do with it.
same formation here for the Dillos, but they are going to go heavy right. They got tackle over there. Two tight ends in the game. Here's a snap. It's going to be
Counter.
counter back to the left. Mendoza's
Oh,
going to
he
get
may.
through, break a couple of tackles, trying to break one last one. Everett kind of dragging him too. And going to get back the penalty yards more. That's a gain of 8 on the play, out to the 37 to bring up 2nd and 8.
He does.
Or 7.
boy.
2nd and 7.
He's got a good burst, and he runs hard. And, you know, when he makes contact, he covers the ball with, excuse me, both hands.
No, he's pretty reminiscent of Luke, though, just the way he runs the ball. I mean, the arm. He's going to run through 2 arm tackles every play.
Every time, yeah.
You know, got a little bit of speed to him. You know, Everett does too. He's just a little bit different, kind of more of a bruiser. Does have some speed when he gets in the open field. All right, here's quarterback run going left, and well done by the linebacker there. Shot through the hole. That's actually a loss of 1 on that play.
Yeah, if that kid hadn't have made the play, he might still be running.
Yeah.
It was a good job by that linebacker.
Back to 36. Going to be an SAS towing and recovery 3rd down opportunity for the offense here. All right. Sideline camera. Nope, that's not going to be very good. Not over there. Scrambling is Tharp. He's found Lebo. Oh, had him. There's late flag. Oh, well, that's because your center
yes, he's
your
out on the
center
route.
is 12 yards downfield. I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. Dawson, he knows. He must have got the
Yeah.
wrong play call.
Kind of had to be, but it's kind of immaterial.
Yeah.
A little bit high on the pass. Had Lebo wide open. So it falls incomplete, and they'll just take the results of the play. That's going to be 4th down now for the Dillos.
It looks like they're
Got to be the punt team coming on. You
thinks so.
got to be. Unless you just try and make them jump here, and then you feel like you can go for it from there.
Yeah, they're in an offensive.
Tharp's
maybe.
backed up a little bit there. Oh,
Yeah,
no, he's
it might
back
be
up. Look, split shotgun look, split back shotgun look. Now Tharp takes a couple of steps back. Well, back up.
What is
I
that?
don't know what's going on here. It's going to be a false start. I don't know what the deal was there. No one seemed really settled on what was happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going to happen there, but I imagine we're fixing to see a punt now, 4th and
Oh, for sure.
12.
So now 5 yards back, be 4th and 12. Now from their own 32-yard line.
Is Luke the punter tonight? You know, it's been Dawson
Well,
most of the year.
last couple of games, it's been Luke. I know
Yeah.
Dawson missed the one game, and so I think they just decided they like having Luke back there. He's got 2 protectors in Everett and Mendoza. A little bit of high snap, but handled. Ooh, and pressure off the edge, but gets a clean kickoff. End over
Oh,
end.
my gosh, he
lands in
touched it.
midfield.
He touched it.
I think he did.
Yeah, he tried to catch it.
Yeah. See, and that's another one
That's
of those.
another thing.
That's
that,
another
you know,
awareness thing. First he touched it, and then it's
Then
like
he
he
stopped,
didn't
yeah.
even know it was a live ball,
Yeah.
like just looked at it. And the
Yeah.
Dillos will get to continue their drive. They'll be across midfield at the 49.
Yeah, like I said, that answers a lot of questions about them. They actually do some decent things, you know, but that's 2 special teams mistakes they've made, 2 special teams turnovers tonight by the Holland Hornets.
So Mendoza will come off the field here. Everett will go back to running back, kind of the inverted bone out of the gun here. They're going to hand it to Everett up the middle. Linebacker's going to shoot the
Yeah,
gap,
that's that
do a good
same.
job, and gain a 1 to the 48 on that play. Couple more sponsors. San Saba Realty right now, our second quarter sponsor. They've been helping folks find their place in the hill country of Central Texas since 1988. Whether you're looking for a home or a ranch, call the professionals at San Saba Realty. They're available anytime to assist you in your search. San Saba Realty proudly supports the San Saba Armadillos. Get online to sansabarealty.com or call 325-372-5082. 9 minutes to go here in this San Saba Realty second quarter. Dillos driving after that muff punt. Twins to the right, tight end twins to the left. Everett deep in the backfield and shotgun. It looks like it's going to be an option play,
yeah.
but it's a huge hole for Tharp. He's got 1 to beat. He's not going to beat him, but he's down inside the 20 on a big play, almost 30 yards. Well, exactly 30 yards. Down to the 18.
That's nice.
Dillos are in business down in the red zone.
They've run that play not too many times this year, but that little speed option back this way, and there was no one to make him pitch it.
No, I mean, yeah, it didn't even look like an option. It just looked like a
No,
straight quarterback run
yeah.
because there's just nobody there. All right, so twins left, tight end twins right. And going to be quarterback run off the fake up the middle.
It's a good read.
Sandwiched a little bit there. He's going to get 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 15-yard line. All right. Bunch twins to the left, tight end twins to the right. Here's the handoff to Everett going left. He's going to make a cut
This one,
inside.
yes, he's going to score.
Yeah. Oh,
Did he get there? Oh, the ball.
and
No,
they
they're
signal touchdown.
signaling
had to lean
touchdown.
out here,
Now he's looks like he's.
Well.
Was there a flag down? Yes.
Oh, there is a flag. Okay.
Okay, so he did score.
Yes, the official down there
Yeah, he
in the corner
marked-
had to
he-
lean
he
out to see
signaled
it,
it.
but he did.
But he was kind of hesitant. I didn't see the flag down either. Kind of in that area. Looks like the Dillos walking back, holding.
All right, so here comes the Dillos sticking in that spread look. Tight end twins right. Standard twins left. And looks like we have another timeout here by the Armadillos. So as they do that, going to go with some more sponsors here. All right, Everett's Furniture and Emporium, our halftime sponsor. Visit Brad and Misty Everett for a variety of appliances, furniture, home decor, flooring, washers, dryers, and more. They can carry major brands and offer free local delivery. Everett's Furniture and Emporium. Why go out of town? Napoli's Italian Grill, our third quarter sponsor, located at 210 East Commerce Street, San Saba, specializing in both Italian and American cuisine. Enjoy a great New York-style pizza or Texas-sized burger, along with wings, salads, pasta, subs, and more. Order online at www.napolisgrill.com. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Chase Pecan, our fourth quarter sponsor. At Chase Pecan, we're all about exceptional service and unbeatable quality. Our passion for pecans drives us to deliver top-notch products with the highest standards in safety and innovation. With a global reach and shipments to over 30 countries, we're proud to offer pecan goodness you can trust for your family. Print Shop, our post-game and apparel sponsor. Looking to bring your ideas to life? At Print Shop in San Saba, custom signs, embroidery, and creative projects are just the start. Print Shop, where printing is only the beginning. Then our bronze sponsors, we got one, Ace Disposal. Whether you need a dumpster, trash pickup, or recycling service, Alec and Gwen Newby and their team have you covered, keeping our communities clean since 1980. All right, Dillos stay spread out. Tight end twins left now. Still kind of a bunch twins to the right, kind of a tight twins. Fake handoff, sprint out to the right. Tharp's going to pull it down, cut it back to the middle of the field, break a couple of tackles. Still running down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line goes Tharp. Set him up with first and goal here. 7:24 remaining in this first half.
It's not a big surprise in the other district games. Thorndale 14-0 over Harper. Mason's up on Johnson City 8-0 first quarter. Thorndale numbers second quarter.
I assume Mason will end up as how many they want to
be. Yeah,
I
think City. Both those games will end up. The person ahead will win.
Try our sideline camera here. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Here's the snap. Off the left side.
Breaking tackles, yep.
Breaking a few tackles down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. I got to talk to my cameraman. He's just all over the place. I don't know if anyone out there has the same experience, but sometimes you talk to your children and give them clear instructions, and then maybe they don't follow those clear instructions exactly how you told them. You got to tell them again.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Okay. Who knew?
Who knew?
It's down to 3 seconds to go from that 3-yard line. Still keeping that kind of that tight end doubles, tight end to the right. Running back Everett to the left. Another high snap brought down, handed to Everett. He's going to try and plow ahead for the touchdown. And that's close. He tried to reach that ball out, and it came loose.
They were marking it down.
He's a little slow to get up. Kind of got rolled up on. He's going to be down at the 1.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's kind of looking to the sideline. He wants to.
I know Mendoza tried to come out, and they shoot him back to the sideline.
Yeah, I think Jason
here we go. They're making the change now.
A little shook up. He looks to be okay.
Yeah, get him to the sideline. There's no sense in.
Yeah, let him catch his breath.
Getting him
this guy got
too beat up.
Bent awkwardly.
Yeah. The way he's walking, I'm sure he's fine. You don't. If something's wrong, you don't get up. You're not walking that well already. All right. Split back look here. Twins to the left. Tharp under center. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback sneak, and he gets turned back right at the goal line, and I don't think they're going to give it to him.
They're not signaling now.
SAS towing and recovery, third down there.
Well, making it interesting. Fourth and, I think, probably less than 1, but.
So 4th and 1 here. Big fourth down for the Dillos.
Yeah, interested to see what they're going to be under center. Look like
Twins split way out. Now there's one back in the backfield. And a timeout here.
Kind of wanted to see what they were in. Well, that's good. If you don't feel comfortable, call that timeout.
Yeah, because
think about
you
it.
don't. Your worst case scenario is, you're on a play that they lined up well for. You get stuffed, you get down a little bit, and then a big play happens for them. Now it's 13-7, and you just, everything just feels bad.
You've seen this a lot too. You go in there kind of not all on the same page and jump offside or something and turn it into 4th and 6, and that's a whole different feel. So it's a good timeout and get everything straight. And,
yes,
they feel pretty confident they can get it in here.
Oh, yeah, you got to feel good about it. We're a good power run team. They haven't been super stout against it. They've hardly ever kept us from getting a yard,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Kind of that tush-push formation here.
And
Here's
he
the
just
snap.
dove over and
Going up
no
the
question.
middle.
Well, they haven't. I mean, it looked like he
There
easily,
is no signal here.
They have not signaled, but it looked like he dove. We're playing the fight song. I have not seen a signal.
No one. And a late call for a touchdown.
Okay.
There we go.
It looked from here like he was laying in the end zone.
All right. So, Arrowhead Bank extra point upcoming here for the Dillos. Kick is up.
Down the middle.
And it's good. All right.
All right, that score brings our score to 20-0 in favor of the Armadillos. Coach Udy's down there. He's working with his cameraman, trying to get him straightened out. And y'all, if y'all see Coach Udy, tell him thank you. I can say this while he's not up here, but he's working really, really hard with this radio station, and I know he appreciates all you great sponsors. I don't have the list of them right in front of me, but he's buying all kinds of new equipment, and I know Coach Udy is a tech guru, so he's got his YouTube channel going. I'm kind of looking at the camera work tonight and the picture. Everything's in high def, so if y'all see him, y'all make sure to tell him thank you. He's doing a great job. Program here.
All right. Maybe we've got my sideline cameraman straightened out now. All right, Dill is ready to kick off with a 20-0 lead here. 5:04 to go in the San Saba Realty second quarter.
Kind of
A high pooch kick down to about the 35. Fielded cleanly this time by the Hornets. Going to try and take it all the way to their
Wrong
sideline.
way.
Yep, running the wrong direction. He's going to lose a couple on that return.
Yeah,
Brendan Gonzalez and Chris Vega, yeah.
Boy, Chris.
Yeah, Chris was the first one there. Kind of forced him to kind of bow back a little bit and never was able to outrun him. They hit a few more sponsors here. Pecan Valley Hardware, family owned and operated for over 25 years. Plumbing, electrical, outdoor power equipment, cement, metal, and more. Go see Jaron and the guys open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. R&R Fuel Stop. Stop by and see Britton and Kenda Edmondson to fill up with gasoline, diesel, or diesel, or save time and they'll bring the fuel to you. All right, Hornets quick to the line as always, split back, wing left. Orbit motion out of that wing, a dive up the middle to the fullback. He's going to get 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7, depending on which spot they give him. It might be 2.
Danny English and Clayton Metter getting up off the bottom.
Yep. They'll give him 2 on the play, be 2nd and 8. Got Nelson Auto Works with Michael Nelson, your one-stop shop for tires, brakes, and quick lube. Quality brands, expert installation, and alignment for a smooth, safe ride. From pads to rotors, we'll keep your stopping power strong. With fast, friendly oil changes, we'll keep your engine running at its best. Call today or stop by Nelson Auto Works, where your car gets the care it deserves.
Jason Everett in the game at his normal
good to see.
spot.
Same
Yes.
formation here. Just that wing T left. And
Nice.
stuffed at the line, Ulysses Mendoza. Who's on the legs?
Probably Metter.
I think it was Metter that came through.
It's
Came
in
through
his
and just
vicinity.
hit him right in the legs from
And
get-go. And then Lebo and Mendoza
Yeah, that
stacked him up high and drove him back.
He stood up. Number 4. He's back down the ground.
Yeah.
That's that.
They're going to be nice and give him no gain on that play, but he didn't make it back to that line of scrimmage.
No. Like I said, I saw Ulysses, but I didn't see who was down in his. Looks like he's kind of holding his back. a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah. I couldn't tell who was hurt for a second.
It's number 4. He's there. One of those good linebackers.
Well,
I hope he's okay.
during the injury timeout, we'll go through some more sponsors. We got San Saba Animal Hospital. Go see Dr. Key and Dr. Nelms for excellent veterinary care for your animals of any size. They offer general and emergency services and are located on North Highway 16. They're open on Saturdays and always on call. Blaylock Funeral Home, dedicated to making a difficult time easier. Their goal is to help you plan a service for your loved one that is both meaningful to your family and in keeping with your loved one's wishes. Isham Electric. Stuart Isham and his crew have been serving the community of San Saba and the surrounding areas for many years. Give them a call for all of your AC, heating, and electrical needs. And City National Bank. Stop by and see Sam and Lee Murray for all of your banking needs. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. All right, looks like we're ready to get back in action here. So,
Which I was watching during that little timeout, Jay Nagari was taking a few under center snaps. I think JJ's, looks like his left hand's kind of bandaged up.
yeah. Yeah, anytime you do something on one of those wrists, taking snaps under
Yeah,
center gets really
under
difficult
center
really
snap.
fast.
And it might be precautionary.
Same orbit motion here. Going to try and run that little counter back to the
That's
backside, and there's
going
nowhere. They did end up giving a loss of one on that previous play. Another loss of one there on that SAS towing and recovery third
shoot,
down.
We got all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah, I think-
extra pushing and shoving. I think
think-
it turned into a brawl in there.
I think Clayton Metter was involved in that. Guy got dragged off the field by his teammate, so
Yeah, I
we'll
don't
see. See what the call is here.
know. Yeah, there was.
Got unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense and
gonna
on the
be both,
defense.
yeah.
That's what I figured we'd probably get out. That's what you usually get out of those is
Yeah.
offsetting penalties. And that's probably right. There's usually
Yeah,
there's usually
yeah.
fault on both
I
sides
think
there.
that is the right call on that one. I was kind of watching it, Coach Geary.
All right.
Getting everything under control. There we go.
All right, so 4th down and 10 for the Hornets on their own 33-yard line. Jaden Aguirre back standing on his own 34-yard line to receive the punt. Punter for the Hornets on his own 20, backing up to 19. Kind of your standard punt formation here. Low snap.
Gosh.
Fields it cleanly on one hop. That's a high, short
turn around,
kick
turn.
here.
Oh, big bounce.
Jaden thinking about going and getting it. He'll let it roll down to
Yes.
the 35.5-yard line here. All right, let
Good
me
decision.
finish. Some of our sponsors here. We got Spiral Horn Coffee. Mark Haley and his crew make an amazing cup of specialty coffee that you can try for yourself at Oliver & Company right here in town. They strive to find new and interesting coffees from around the world to bring them to you at a fair and reasonable price. Give them a try today. Central Texas Telecommunications. Located in Goldthwaite, CTTC provides high-speed internet to rural Texas as well as telephone and cellular services with the heart of a small company. In San Saba Produce, go see Cade McBee for a full line of wildlife, equine, livestock, pet, agricultural, and lawn and garden products. They carry Purina feed and essential show feeds and supplements. And Commercial National Bank. Give them a call for all of your residential, agricultural, and commercial loan needs. They offer online banking, mobile deposits, instant debit cards, and more. Bank for a better tomorrow. All right, so that kind of offset eye, shotgun kind of hybrid look here. Tharp at quarterback, Mendoza at tailback. Looks like it was a play action, but Tharp just pulls in and is trying to find room around the left side. Is still finding room, dancing around.
Boy, he was.
Gets 6 on the play.
That was an exciting 6-yard run right there. He was dancing and
Yeah.
avoiding and breaking and.
If I have one criticism, we tried to run that play twice. And I think it's supposed to be a play action pass, and he's pulled it down really
Pretty
fast.
quick,
And I'd
yeah.
like to see him keep his eyes downfield a little bit longer. Same formation here for the Dillos on 2nd down. Here's the snap, and this is a straight quarterback
a
run to the
run.
right. He cuts back
Just-
to the middle and just.
He saw there was a cutback
Well,
lane. He lost
it is
his
Halloween.
footing.
It is Halloween at the
Yeah,
graveyard.
yeah,
And,
there
you
you
know,
go.
and something got him. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
but
that was one of those mysterious arms coming up. Wrong team. Wrong purple team, huh?
So, no gain on that play. It's going to be an SAS towing and recovery 3rd down here. Lebo headed to the sideline for a second, then comes back. All right, here's a snap. Handoff to Mendoza coming across. He's going to try and get the edge, and he's not going to be able to. He's going to be tackled for a loss on the play. A loss of looks like 3.
Yeah, that was a.
Back inside the 40.
Yeah, Coach Gary not too. You know, that was not our best series on offense.
No, it looks like a timeout by the Hornets here with 1:49 to go.
You know, I know you always want to do this, score last, and then get the ball coming out next half.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've had a lot of good things happen, but that drive wasn't our best
No, it wasn't.
showing this evening.
Okay, let's do a few more sponsors here. Hamrick's Automotive Center. Since 1976, they provided the San Saba area with 5-star auto repair. Their goal is to offer top-notch auto repair services at affordable prices. Stop by today or give them a call to schedule an appointment. Harry's Boots. Located in downtown San Saba, they offer one of the largest selections of boots and western wear in Central Texas. With a great selection of women's and children's wear, you're sure to find something that everyone in your family will love. Jordan Cattle Auction. They have traditional weekly sales on Mondays in Mason and Thursdays in San Saba, and a variety of special sales throughout the year. Find out more at jordancattle.com. Fancy Flowers. Go see Kay and Courtney at Fancy Flowers for all your fresh flower and houseplant needs. Go Dillos. J Squared Structures, your trusted partner for all your metal construction needs. We take pride in every project, big or small. From gates and entrances to metal buildings and custom barn dominiums, we turn your vision into reality with dependable quality and structures that last. All right, so Dillos' offense comes out on the field. Motion from left to right, kind of into a double set. Tharp backing up. Probably get another pooch kick here. And nope, we're not going to. He's going to run it over the right side, and he's going to get the first down. Puts his head down and runs over a defender as long as he didn't step out of bounds. But it looks like we may have, yeah, we got flagged. They're going to call a hold on the Dillos over on their sideline. Whoever was lined up on the outside is who they got for it. And so that's going to be for naught. The Dillos are going to back up.
You know, that is tough when Luke drops back just a little ways. You know, it's when he's your punter.
Yeah. So it looks like punt team is going to come out. It's going to be something like 4th and 14, depending on where they mark it from. You know, there's something that it's like if you decide that Luke is just going to be your punter, and I think it'd be worth exploring those rugby punt formations. We did that when I was in Olton. We weren't a great football team, but our quarterback was a great athlete. Yeah. I'll talk about it more here after this kick. Dawson back to kick this one in our standard punt formation.
Can't put anybody back in that situation, though. And they didn't this time.
And a good punt there out of Dawson. It's going to land inside the 40, and it's going to bounce a couple yards further and go out of bounds at the 38-yard line. No, I was saying, so he was also our punter. And so we just did the rugby, and he'd run to his right, you know, and you don't have to do it this way, but, I mean, he kind of had free reign unless it was, you know, 4th and forever. We'd tell him if it was a for sure punt situation, but any other time, if he saw room and he thought he could get it, he could go.
I was wondering on that one if that was a called play with Luke. Or
I think it was because he didn't have any hesitation at all on that one. 1st and 10 for the Hornets on their own 39-yard line.
Those rugby punts, they're effective because, like I said, there's no one deep. You don't have to kick it high.
You will see people kick it deep, but you are risking you taking a defender on a drop back pass here and throwing out into the flats to the right. Humble not able to make the tackle at first, and Everett trying to get in there and punch the ball out and everything. That's a 5-yard gain on the play.
That guy wants to. Oh, they're going to go the other way now.
That may be an ejection. That looked like that might have been a punch.
Yeah, I think he hurt his hand.
I think he did hurt his hand. I think he is holding his hand.
Yeah, his hand's broke and got his helmet off.
He might have really hurt himself there.
I didn't see the
unsportsmanlike on Holland.
I think we can figure out why they're 1-7 now.
They didn't say anything about an ejection, so I guess they're not deeming it a punch.
Their coach coming to check.
It's like we've got timeout for the Hornets. He's wanting to talk to that official, but I mean, I can tell you from up here that was all on him, all on his.
He didn't have as good a view of it at that time.
No,
I don't know if that was the same.
I mean, we always could have said something down there. I don't know if we did or not, but
it just looked like a normal football play till the.
Yep. All right, let's see a few more sponsors here during the timeout. Hoyt Real Estate. People around here trust Hoyt Real Estate when it comes to property in the Hill Country. They know the area, they know the people, and they'll help you find the perfect place to call your own. Visit HoytRealEstate.land to learn more. Capital Farm Credit. Agriculture. It's the backbone of what makes our world go round. For more than a century, Capital Farm Credit has been providing agricultural financing to Texans. Our mission goes beyond making loans. We put agriculture first. We're your partner. We're your trusted advisor. we're your friend, because together we're better. Wise Meat Market, a family-run business bringing San Saba and surrounding counties a variety of fresh, quality cut meats. Whether gathering with friends, feeding your family, or raising money for a community event, we've got you covered. Vega Trucking. Call Jesse and Jesus Vega for a great selection of rock for all of your needs. They also haul hay, firewood, and more all over the state of Texas. Landon's Mobile Mechanic Service. We bring reliable repair to your doorstep in San Saba County and surrounding areas. From small engine fixes to comprehensive tractor, truck, and car repairs, if it has an engine, we can fix it. Call it 325-305-5037. All right. We got kind of that double offset eye handing it off to the tailback, and he's going to gain 3 on the play. Out to the 32. Again, that 15-yard penalty on the previous play really stuck him in a hole. It's going to be 3rd and...
Well, they're trying to milk the clock now. And,
it's going to
we're
be
out of time.
3rd and 17 here, and SAS Towing and Recovery 3rd down coming up. Their logo's still on the screen. I didn't take it off after the last 3rd down, so... I got a few things on the screen there. Need to clean that up.
Yeah, they're going to be able to...
I got a lot of buttons to press up here. All right, here's a snap, handoff up the middle to the fullback, and he's going to go nowhere on that play. Give him a gain of 1, 38 seconds and counting. This will end the quarter.
That's a great job by Danny English. He didn't make the tackle, but he drove his the back of the guy trying to block him did. He drove his guy straight into the ball carrier.
Okay. One more sponsor here, Quality Def Solutions. Need diesel exhaust fluid or engine fluids fast? Call Quality Def Solutions. From one jug to a whole truckload, we deliver DEF, coolants, oils, and more straight to your business anywhere in Texas. Quality products, quick service. That's Quality Def Solutions. All right, 3 seconds go, 2, 1, and that'll do it for this first half. And the second quarter, brought to you by San Saba Realty. Dillos lead 20-0 in a dominant first half. Get y'all the halftime show from the bands. And we'll be back with you to start the second half.
Sure of that.
you, sir? What'd they say?
She gets her ring, I think, next week.
We're coming over tomorrow. We love you. Skip out on them.
Probably a good one to see.
Love y'all.
All right. Great work there by the band, as always. And Dillos got a smoke machine and everything coming out today. That's pretty cool. You can kind of see the remnants of it on the left side of the screen there. That's pretty neat. I think I might have turned down a mic a little bit here, so let me.
Hello. Check. Mic check. Where's that?
I think there we go. We got a little bit of sound now.
Yes.
Make sure it's not too loud.
All tangled up here. You're going to use this mic afterwards.
All right, so the Dills will receive this second half kickoff, trying to grow this 20-0 lead that they come out of halftime with. Napoli's, almost said it wrong again. Napoli's Italian Grill, our third quarter sponsor. Squib kick down the middle of the field. Wouldn't do that.
No, that's the wrong.
Kick straight to number one in the back. He's going to wiggle around, and all things considered, a good job by the kickoff coverage team there to limit the damage. He's out to the 38-yard line. Well, depends. One marked at the 38, the other one at the 36. So we'll see where they decide to put it. Maybe they'll average each other out. Who knows? And they do at the 37-yard line. All right. So
There you go.
cool.
Yeah, but there's a pretty good kick just on the ground, squib kick, and it just rolled straight to Luke back there. that coach was like not anywhere but there.
All right, so Dill's offense comes out.
Got Jaden Gary at quarterback.
Yep. So under center, straight T. Here goes Everett. Cuts it up the middle. Ooh, so close to breaking it. He's going to get 10 in the first down out near midfield.
He does like that little cutback, and it
Yes.
was there that time, and thought he was going to go all the way. Yeah, I don't. There's JJ. He does have his hand kind of bandaged up. So.
Yeah. And again, one of those things, just.
Probably more precautionary
Yep.
than anything.
All right, handoff left to Everett. Going to try and break another tackle. This time he's unable to. That's going to be no gain on the play. Brought down off the left side here.
Yeah, Armadillos are kind of feeling. Number 7, he's going out now. 79 with the defensive tackle. He was 20 yards behind the play, being blocked.
Toss right to Tharp. He's going to try and break it up the middle. Runs through some tackles. Gets about half the yardage needed. Going to set up a third and manageable here for the Dillos. SAS towing and recovery third down play coming up.
Jaden Gary kind of shaking it off. You know, the quarterback, when he pitches on that, becomes the lead blocker. And
Yeah.
kind of got up there and
Yeah.
mixing. He's not very big.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not his favorite thing to do. He's a little undersized for that job, but just trying to get in the way a little
He's
bit.
getting in the way of somebody. Yes,
Third and 5 here across midfield. And they hand it off to the right to Tharp. He's going to try and cut back up the middle. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 on the play, but he's going to be short of the first. Looks like they're going to give him about 2.5. It's going to be 4th and a long 2 here for the Dillos.
Staying in their offense.
Yeah, we'll call it 3. They do end up marking it right on the 46. So in Hornet territory at the 46.
Coming this way.
Straight T formation. Looks like Dillos trying to hard count there. Don't get the defense to jump. Have
Got
to
a lot of time.
plenty of time on the play clock.
He is signaling in a play.
Here's a snap, a toss, going left, Everett, and he cuts up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, one man to beat here, and he gets taken down. He loses the football, I think, and it is a fumble. It's going to be Hornet ball
Well, right at the end.
on their own 27, yeah. Well, he was kind of fighting through one guy around his feet.
Yeah,
And the other
yeah.
defender came up,
And I think he
did a
had-
pretty good job there, I guess, of getting that ball out.
Yeah, because he looked like he had both hands on the ball. That kid just kind of.
You know, I could be wrong. That's the first fumble by Jason I remember all year. I don't think he's put it on the ground to this point.
He's always real solid. When he starts making contact, he gets both hands over the ball.
And that's been the entire team too. I mean,
Yeah.
fumbling hasn't been a problem. I mean, we've had a few, but it hasn't been an issue. Everyone has a few.
Well, we just haven't had many turnovers. All year long. We've been good in that department.
Well, it's hard to throw an interception when you don't throw the ball.
Yeah.
All right, so Hornet offense 1st and 10, heads up the middle. There's nowhere to go. If they're generous, they'll give him 1 on the play. I think that's no gain. No, they will give him 1. Well, actually, it depends on which spot they use. No, they're not going to give him 1, I don't think. These two are always 2 yards apart from each other on their spots. So I never know who they're gonna use to mark the ball. I'm not sure they do either. Looks like they are. After all that, going to give him a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. Wing T or motion, same thing out of that wing. Going to be handoff up the middle. Kind of run through one tackle. Short gain. Good job by the Dillo defense. I mean, run through one tackle, but there's 4 more to meet in there.
It's hard to identify who made it.
Yeah, it's just
it's
a bunch of people every time.
Except for the 2 safeties back there. Everybody else was in on the play.
All right.
Matthews checking in for Metter.
I coached up my sideline guy, so we're going to try a sideline view on this next play. It looks a lot more stable than it did in the first half. Just got to. If I don't ever give him a chance, it's never going to get better. So, yeah, we're not going to there. Well done by Jason Everett there. Shoots the gap. It's going to be a gain of 1 or 2 on the play, but not enough.
Bring up 4th and about 4.
Yeah. 4th and 4. Long 3. Does look like they're running their punt team out there. Clayton Metter comes on for Ulysses Mendoza. One thing I have just appreciated as a coach out of Holland and what they've done is they've been willing to punt it away. They're not
right.
You see so many teams, bobble on the snap, a little bit of a lower wobbly kick here. It's going to take a straight sideways bounce. Dills didn't have anyone back there. Dills will take over at their own 47. But you see so many teams that are having a bad season and they go for it all the time on 4th down and don't make it and give the other team a 40-yard field and they score in 2 plays and just everything snowballs so fast. So just as a coach, for me, I appreciate the idea that they're not. I don't know how to phrase it, but they're not shooting themselves in the foot any more than they have to in that regard anyway. Dills take over. Wishbone formation here. And that's going to be a counter back underneath to Tharp going right, and that's well sniffed out. That's no gain on the play here.
Well, they've made us work for some of our scores. I mean, we
Yeah.
had some long plays, but they had some bad turnovers at some bad times. But
I will say that.
they do play hard.
Yeah, they seem to have made some good adjustments defensively at halftime, because all of a sudden we've got a lot of no gain plays.
Yeah, that's. Let's say
Now we still popped some good runs too, but there's more of those kind of getting stuffed. Toss left to Everett, breaks a tackle,
breaks a bunch of,
and gets swarmed under right at midfield for a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7. SAS towing and recovery, 3rd down opportunity coming up for the Dillos. A little bit longer than you'd like to see it be, but positive play there puts you in a halfway manageable position. I think, I think this might be a Holland team, and, we're not – I would say we're unlikely to be in their district again next year after realignment. Today was Snapshot Day. I wonder how many numbers we turned – what
I was going to ask you
enrollment
that.
we turned
I
in.
don't know.
All right, dropping back to pass
he's
from
wide
under
open
center
over
is
here.
Tharp. Yeah, he did have one wide open.
Oh,
Runs
God.
over his own lineman, trying to find space, breaking tackle, still up, and he's going to lose 3 on the play back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah,
Last week, we
lots of
talked
pressure
about-
there.
Yes.
That one.
I don't think we're quite there yet, but last week we had that big lead and we kind of started working on our passing game. And I think if we score one more time, we'll probably maybe see us throw it a few times, trying to work that area of our offense.
What I was going to say, though, with Holland, I think this is a team that, you said they're young. I think this is one of those teams you could see, like, with a large jump next year, because, I mean, let's be honest here in this game, if that's going to be delay a game on the Dillos.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we had all of our personnel.
No.
I think Coach just took the penalty rather than call timeout. He's frustrated.
But if you, if they don't give you that kickoff, that fumbled kickoff, and that fumbled punt return at midfield, this game might be a lot closer than you're comfortable with. Good snap there to Dawson. Lots of pressure, but he gets off a great kick high. See if he'll take a little bit of it. Nope. Won't take a Dillo bounce. Take about a yard's worth of a Hornet bounce. And with 4:36 to go in this Napoli's Italian Grill third quarter, the Dillos lead is still 20-0. Dillos just having trouble kind of sustaining things offensively tonight. It's not been a bad offensive night at all. It just seems like, we get one or two things. We had the conversion on 4th down before half, and then we, hold and get it called back, and so we have to punt. And just things like that.
I was watching over here, Graydon Lebo's on the side, taking off his pads.
Metter in it. Linebacker there. Run up the middle, goes nowhere. Ulysses Mendoza with impact at the line. Going to give him a gain of 1 on that play.
That last punt, I don't think we had all of our personnel set. I bet you he's on punt. I don't know what, holding at his shoulder. I didn't see when he got hurt. That's what you don't want to see tonight is, Clayton.
Yeah, no injuries
Clayton
that linger.
Pierce is dressed out tonight, but he's
toss left for the Hornets. He's got a little bit of room out there. Patino fighting to set the edge out there. Tharp does a good job coming up. So does Brandon Gonzalez over there at the corner position.
Official over there winding the clock.
It's going to be another gain of 1. Give him 2 on that play. It'll be 3rd and 7. SAS towing and recovery, 3rd down opportunity for the Dillo defense now.
That's a good job by the defense, making him run sideways. That kid looked pretty quick. I hadn't seen him carry the ball yet.
Yeah, Patino didn't quite contain him out there, but he fought with the blocker enough to kind of string it out and let Luke come up from that safety spot and kind of finish off the pushing him out of bounds. All right. Run up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another, and he's going to be.
Oh, he got punished.
He did get lit. Was that Brandon that came in and popped him?
He might have. Yeah, usually when
I'm
you
going to
see
hit
that,
replay just because I want to see who it was.
Usually I was going to guess it was Luke, but
Yeah, Luke wasn't involved there.
yeah.
It was Brandon.
Good for him.
That's a
good
good
lick.
stick there. So they do get the first down on the play, but if you're going to give it up, you might as well make them pay for it.
Nice hit. I kind of assumed it was Luke, but good job, Brandon. Oh, some movement in there. I don't
Yeah,
see a flag.
it's kind of a whole lot of nothing there. It'll be just a wasted play. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jose Vega checking in for Ulysses. Yeah, I was going to say Clayton Pierce been out for a couple of weeks with the, what is his, a collarbone, I think. And,
Colton
Did I
Pierce.
say Clayton?
Yes.
I got Clayton Metter and Pierce. And, so Friday. I saw Clayton earlier, by the way. But he said that he's not quite healed up yet. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have him back
All right,
in the playoffs.
toss right. A little bit of space out here. Tharp coming up. Gain of 4. Cash Bryan in on the tackle. Clayton Metter. Looks like Caleb Roberts coming from the backside defensive end spot. So 3rd and 6 coming up again for.
Yeah, they're gaining a few yards, but we're just punishing them there at the end of each run.
Oh yeah, and I mean they're
physicality is going to
having to work for everything they get.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
nothing's
and they're-
easy.
They're getting hit every time.
It's hard to repeatedly march down the field and consistently score
right.
when you're having to do that. Dive up the middle.
Yeah.
There's really nowhere to go. He does a good job of fighting through some tackles. He ends up getting 3 on the play. English, I think, was first contact. And got Matthews, Vega. I think Metter was in on that play as well. So 4th and 3 at their own 43-yard line. This is one you can go for given the situation of the game. You know,
Yeah.
talk about them doing a good job not being too 4th down happy and, you know, giving themselves a decent chance. I think this is one of those where now
they had a couple little runs on this drive, but
yeah.
that ain't going to do it.
No, run up the middle, and he's going to gain 1. He's going to be well short of the line to gain on this SAS towing and recovery 3rd down. And the Dillo offense will take over
Good job.
inside
English,
Hornet territory here.
English and Everett in on that stop.
Dillos will take over at the 44-yard line. Up 20-0 still towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Brought to you by Napoli's Italian Grill. After that stop, you'd love to see just a demoralizing play here and just
Right.
punch it in, go up 27, 28-0. And
Well, it looks like Jaden Gary back in at
yeah,
quarterback. So
well,
no,
nope. Looks like he's
No.
going to go spread
Sorry.
here. Going to go that tight end doubles to the left.
that's the thing. He got a
Pistol,
look,
yep.
yeah. Oh, gosh.
Bad snap. Tharp scoops it up. Tries to get what he can up the middle. He's going to get 2 yards on the play down to the 42.
You know, we haven't done too much wrong tonight, but we've had a little bit of trouble with our snaps this evening.
Yeah, had the one
More
under
so-
center fumbled snap, and
Yeah.
then that
Yeah.
one, and
And I say
a couple of high snaps as well, you know, where he had to go up and get them.
JJ's got a big bandage on his hand, wrist, whatever it is. It's,
Yeah, looks like the Dills will take this one to the 4th quarter.
quick 3rd quarter.
Yes. Again, good defensively. You know, like I said, just a little inconsistent offensively. And really, you know, like we talk about all the time with our offense, it's the, you know, you get stuff for no gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10's not where you want to be. 2nd and 7's fine. 2nd and 10,
Yeah.
now you got to get 5 yards both the next plays to get the first, and that's not necessarily what you're built to do, again, consistently. It's not that you can't do it, but you're not That's not what you're built to do regularly. So when you're constantly in that situation, it's difficult. All right, so our fourth quarter brought to you by Chase Pecan. We'll start with the Dillos facing a 2nd and 8 at the Hornet 42-yard line. We got a stacked Twins look out here for the Dillos. Tight end Twins up top. It's going to be an option. Tharp's going to keep it, and he is going to cruise into the end zone for a 42-yard score, untouched. Again, that option look. I mean, we clearly got that figured out. If we stack those two receivers out wide, they're gonna widen out and just leave a really soft edge out there. And that's been a really good play twice now here for.
Yeah, that was a new little wrinkle, and it was well designed, well executed.
Yep.
Coach Thorndale.
And I was trying to fix something. I did not even see the extra point there.
Coach Thorndale all over Harper, but this one's interesting. At halftime, Mason 16, Johnson City 6.
That is, you're right.
That's a little bit.
That is interesting.
Shocking.
You are correct.
Anyway, either way, we're going to go to Mason next week and line up against the Punchers.
So a good extra point there. Good Arrowhead Bank extra point to make it 27-0.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot of more clarity tonight. Is Johnson City, are they going to be that? They're not going to be fourth, are they?
Well, it depends.
That's
I believe that they and Harper are both 1 and 2, and they play each other next week.
Okay, that could end up being for that.
Well, yeah. So
look at that a little closer this week. But,
yeah, because they're both losing today.
Yeah.
Put them both at 1 and 3. Yeah. Holland's obviously not going to get to 2 wins.
No. And,
so
Johnson City's kind of hanging in there with.
Yep. There we go. Good deep kick inside the 15. Fielded. Lots of space though for the Hornet returner. Up the middle, all the way out to midfield.
Yeah,
that's going to be great field position for.
Right as we
the Hornets.
Kicked it deep, that's been one area that we've struggled a little this year. When we do kick deep, the middle, it seems like.
And I think,
because I know Noel's got the leg to kick it deep, but kind of remembered why we don't.
here's the handoff up the middle. Going to be stacked up for a short gain of 2 on the play, but inside Dillo territory down to the 48. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Hornets. Yeah, we talked about it before. Those deep kickoffs, they're great if they don't get fielded, but, it's not. It sounds bad when I say it. It's just a weakness of our team, and every team has hopefully not many weaknesses, but at least has one. And ours is just don't have a ton of sprint speed. So when we do kick it deep and it's fielded clean, we outkick our coverage, and it's hard. Toss to the inside on the right, breaks a few tackles, got lit up here by Tharp.
Yeah,
it's going to be a gain of 4, but he paid for it.
Well, that's good to see Lebo checking back in.
Yeah.
So that's good. Whatever it is bothering him, it's not too severe.
Yeah, it's not good when you see both your middle linebackers at different points kind of being a little dinged up. That's not ideal.
I think either. They'll probably be sore tomorrow, but I don't think they're too serious. And of course, Jason's Had some big
Here's snap.
runs since then.
Handoff on the dive up the middle, and he's got a little bit of space. He's going to get a first down across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Danny English coming back in. Jack Stewartson was getting some time in there this game. We haven't seen him that much this game, and it may just be one of those things where they don't think it's a great matchup, you know.
Yeah, because, you know, when we get those passing teams, we use him a lot, and he's so quick.
Kind of that kind of base wing tee that Holland likes to run. I understand why you don't want to just expose him to that play after play.
Well, you don't want too many undersized, quick guys in there.
No. All right, toss going left. He's going to try and bounce it outside. Brandon Gonzalez coming up with another solid hit. There's going to be a flag there.
They have been up around the face mask.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, coming in to talk.
I don't know if he was or not. He was.
Let's see what the call is. Personal foul. Yeah, face mask.
He launched himself and just.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a great shot.
That's the second one in this game where, I mean, he's.
And if he got the face mask, it was more incidental than anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm looking there. He's quite clearly the smallest guy on the field for either team right now.
Yeah, but he did. He laid the wood that time. And
so.
He was up around the head when he wrapped him up.
Well, that's going to walk the Hornets down close to the red zone, excuse me, down to the 23-yard line. Go to our sideline camera. That's not very good. Yeah, still for a minute.
Juan Patino in on that play, along with Matter, Caleb Roberts.
No gain on that play. 2nd and 10.
He's doing what you asked of, Coach. He's got those little arms in.
Yeah, the problem is he's out of range right there, so I have no signal from him.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, and a little kind of counter here out of the wing back. He's trying to get the edge, and he gets around Bryant. Tharp takes him into the fence over there. That's going to be a late hit penalty. First down yardage anyway, down to looks like they're marking him.
Yeah, that was hard to tell from here. And
that
fence is pretty close.
He's kind of borderline. It's one of those. You know, when it takes him all the way into the fence, you're probably going to get called on that if it's borderline, you know, whether you did hit him out or not. You know, it's just one of those things.
Him right at the sideline. Hit him hard, and the kid's momentum was carrying him in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, anyway, that's probably the right call, but it wasn't anything dirty or anything about it.
All right. I'm going to try and go to the sideline cam on this one. We got signal back. It may be a little bouncy, guys. We're just working on it this week, trying to see if it'll work here. So, fumbled snap.
They got it back.
Does look like the Hornets got it back. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 5. Again, the good thing about that that late hit penalty is half the distance. You know, it's a 5-yard penalty there. It's not a killer, but it's. Still not great either.
Yeah, I was watching their number 2. He's been carrying the ball this in between plays. He's got his hands on his knees. He's been taking a beating.
All right, here's a snap. Handoff to the left, and nowhere to go. I think that's a loss. Yeah, going to be a loss of 1 on the play.
My goodness, did you see? Their quarterback turned around to hand it off, and Metter was hitting him. In the back.
I didn't see who it was, but yeah,
he. Clayton got up a little bit gimpy, but he's a tough kid. He's walking it off. Him and the quarterback are kind of limping around. Yeah, we're in double ones down there, and that's where he's shooting through there.
All right, here's snap up the middle. He's not going to get there. He's only going to get a couple on that play.
Caleb Roberts, first one there. Mendoza checking in for Metter. We got fourth down, 4th and 3 to go.
Yep, 4th and goal from the 3.
Oh, he's going backwards.
Nope,
Good job.
not gonna make it.
Yeah, that's nice for your
Yeah.
defense. Have that goal line stand right there.
I'm probably going to stay away from our sideline camera for the rest of the game. He's just having trouble keeping that thing stable, so we're going to. And we're losing signal a couple of times, too, so we're just going to stay with the upstairs camera for now. We'll continue to work on that. We'll have a better range on the next one, and we'll get a better way to stabilize that camera as well, and it'll be better from here on out. Do think it's a good
Yeah, it's
good thing to have.
going to be a good addition. Just going to work out the kinks.
Yep. So, Dills offense takes over on their own 4-yard line after the big stop. Motion from left to right out of Tharp. There's the long handoff to Humble. He finds a gap. He breaks a tackle. Down the Dillos sideline. Can't outrun them all, but he's going to get 46 yards out to right around midfield.
That was a great run.
It was a great run. Found the hole, broke the one tackle that it was going to take, and down the sideline he went.
He's got some pretty good speed. Those two kids had an angle on him.
Tell you what, one of those kids was the play side defensive end.
Oh.
That's a big kid, and he was outrunning him.
That's good to see old Melvin with the ball in his hands.
Yep.
If they give it to him again, Jaden McGarry in at quarterback.
All right, handoff off the right side to Tharp. He breaks down the sideline, cuts back, breaks one tackle, and out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. All right, 5:58 to go in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Chase Pecan. Ooh, a fake bootleg left, and he's going to keep it and run. Jaden Aguirre.
That's a good fake.
He's going to get 4.
I was watching Tharp. I thought Tharp had the ball, to be honest. Cash Bryant kind of limping off. Jack Stewartson checking in. Cash kind of grabbing his ankle. I don't know if that's the same one. He's been having some ankle issues.
I don't know.
He may be cramping the way they're stretching him out.
All right. Toss left to Humble. He's going to find some space, cuts up the field, breaks the tackle, unable to break that last tackle he needed, but he's down to, looks like the 12-yard line for another Armadillo first down. Good to see some of these other backs getting some chances to carry the ball.
Melvin, he runs hard.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him carry it a bunch, but
Stewartson's out there at the tight end spot with English.
I think Cash Bryant's just cramping a little bit. He's stretching out that calf.
He's pointing that toe up.
Yeah. That's pretty painful.
Been there. All right, so little wing tee for the Dills here. Ooh, a little bit of a bobble on the snap. Toss to Everett. Cuts it back up the middle of the field. Running through a tackler. Going to be down to the 1, almost into the end zone.
Bet you they give it to Melvin here.
All right. So first to go from the 1. Here's the toss to Humble, and he's going to walk into the end zone over the right side to push the Dill lead to 5 scores. And the extra point is up. Oh, we got a whistle. It's good at the moment. Oh, don't do that.
Easy. Yeah.
It's been pretty chippy here.
Yeah. It's a good job by players on both teams. Kind of get them separated. Don't let them do.
There's a really early whistle. Like right after he snapped the ball, there was a whistle from somewhere. I don't know what it was.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
But just let it ride. It's 34-0 after that Arrowhead Bank extra point. Dillos with a very comfortable lead now. 3:57 to go in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Chase Pecan. So just looking to continue to play solid defense, keep the shutout, and keep everyone healthy. And
yeah, and, that goal line stand, that was important. The game's been decided, but you want that shutout. The players do. The coaches.
Important from just a morale standpoint. And
that was exciting for them.
Because feels like we've had a lot of trouble doing that. Is really getting the actual shutouts. Special teams, kick return or something just seems to get us, and
the defense has played well this year. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you give up.
The Dillo kick off another one deep. This one's a little more down our sideline, down to the 12. Better covered by the Dillos there. I think, let's see, Alex Aguirre coming in and making the tackle there.
He kind of ran past it at first, and
there were three unblocked Dillos there.
Yeah.
Two of them got shook by the returner, but Alex did a good job. I think Alex was one of the first ones, but then
I think he got by Alex. But he turned.
I don't know who I didn't see who the third one was. Was it Metter?
Metter was one that kind of ran by.
I think Enrique was one of the other ones down there, and someone made him hesitate for a second.
Yeah. Clayton ran by him, but he was he was a missile. He just missed.
All right, there's a run with a whole lot of nothing happening. Started the drive at the 23. Now they're at the 24. 2nd and 9 coming up here.
Caleb Robson, Don Huerta in the game. I think he was in on that play.
Good. Who's your other tackle there?
That's
62.
Don 64.
Yeah.
I don't have a roster up here.
Let's see.
Is that Andre?
Maybe. Let's see. Yes, Andre Martinez. All right, run off the left side, cutting up field, running through a few tackles. Everett and Lebo. Brandon Gonzalez coming in late, but it's going to be a gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah,
be 3rd and 3 at the 30-yard line coming up. SAS towing and recovery, 3rd down opportunity here for this defense.
I think there's a little talk every time we tackle them. I think the running backs over there are tired of getting hit pretty hard every play.
Yeah, well, they're not in a real big hurry here to try and go score anything.
Again, to make this
down to 2.5 minutes left. Toss left, nice. And man, that's
he's there first. Roberts probably, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was Caleb that kind of made that play. I think he kind of drove his blocker back, and by the time he caught that pitch, he was running into the back of his teammate.
And of course, Lebo cleaned it up. So. Is this a timeout or?
I think so. I don't know.
I think Coach Aguirre called that, and I think he's just kind of reminding everybody to keep their cool. The game's out of question. Of course, this locks a playoff spot, regardless of what place it is for us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how chippy it gets. And it's hard. It's hard for your players and everything. It's like, and nothing bad can happen to them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, they're
that's
one.
right.
They're fixing to be 1-8.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to make the playoffs. The only bad thing that can happen in a game like this is to you. Like
You
the
lose
bad things have
half
already
the
happened to
game,
them.
yeah,
You know,
that's right.
they know they're done.
Oh gosh.
Low kick. Takes a hornet bounce, but it was so low to begin with. It's going to be Dillo ball right at midfield. Yeah, just a lot of chippiness out there. Dillos did a good job. They didn't react to any of it on that one. We'll see if I'm on that sideline. I'm not sending any of my key players out for these
No,
last few plays here because
Looks like most of them are.
it's so chippy out there. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You never know. You see,
Still got
you see it happen sometimes. And hopefully you don't see this kind of thing in this game. Sometimes these teams get frustrated and everything. You'll see if you look closely enough. Sometimes you see people twisting feet on the ball pile, trying to twist a knee and things like that.
Well, like you said, that
Keep those guys out of the game.
you're
Here's a toss going left to Mendoza.
they're trying to
Break a
stick the ball-
tackle,
Oh, boy.
but then gets stacked up by two more still working through it. He's going to end up getting a yard on the play.
Let's see, is there another? Oh, 2 minute. Okay.
Yeah, 2 minute timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, surely no one's actually
timeout.
calling
Okay.
timeout here.
Haven't got used to that. I'm trying to get that.
Yeah, just a second. Let's go ahead and bring that in.
Do you want
I
this?
need its cord
after?
is what I need. Probably not. Just tell me
I
my
left it out. I didn't know if you.
There we go. It's the first time my battery has gotten really low on my box here. It started complaining at me. All right, so
Coach, we're kind of about where we thought we'd be. We just got there in a weird way, but we kind of figured that we'd come down to the last game next week against Mason and possible district championship.
You know what you wish is you wish you if that Thorndale outcome is different than now. It's a game for first and second, and it's just whoever wins. And you have to win by a certain amount. You just win the game, and if you lose, you're second. Here's the toss right to Alex Aguirre getting some time at running back.
That boy, Alex.
He's going to run through a tackle.
He is not going down.
Oh, he's going to go down close to the 30 for a first down.
Yeah, nice run. Looks like they're putting.
Yeah, it
their
looks like they're bringing in the
starters
victory
and
formation
kneel
here
on
for
it.
the Dillos.
Well, this is a kind of a game. Sort of expected this outcome, but the Dillos went out and took care of business like they needed to. And
Minute and a half to go here. Fourth quarter brought to you by Chase Pecan. Yeah, I let it get under 120 here. Then you only got to snap it twice. Yeah.
well, it's going to be a nice win. Nice win for the seniors on senior night.
Absolutely.
It's
Good feeling, last year, you had Mason for
That's right.
for senior night there at home, and we played pretty well against them, but we held Luke out of that game, because that game really
it didn't matter.
really didn't matter. Yeah, and
Well,
so it's kind of one of those games that you kind of feel like neither team really even necessarily wanted to play, just because it was one of those games. The only things that are going to happen in that game are bad things. Someone's going to get hurt, so it's like it doesn't really matter. All right, so your San Saba Armadillos will be a playoff team this year. Remains to be seen what seed they will be, but they have a chance to win district or a chance to finish fourth. All depends on how next week plays out.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that all figured out before next week.
Big district game being Johnson City and Harper next week. That's the big one just because.
Going to be for 4th place, isn't it?
I believe so.
Most likely.
Ooh, let me go look at that here.
Yeah, I hadn't looked up that score in a little bit. Good job tonight by the Dillos, by the coaches.
Oh, yeah. Everything there is good. Pulling up these scores, trying to see what there is to see, I guess. Okay, so Thorndale only up 27-12 midway through the 4th on Harper.
Yeah, that was 20. I think it was 27-0 earlier. That kind of Harper making a little comeback.
Yeah, I'm not seeing an update on the Mason Johnson.
Mason deal,
yeah, I'm not seeing an update on that right now. It still says 16-6 at half.
Yeah, but that was.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if I can get on their network.
Oh, here we go. Maybe took a minute to refresh. Maybe there's something on it now. Nope.
Same.
Still the same.
Well, unlike this week, I'll probably watch a little more film next week. And kind of get a feel for Mason.
Although we've already, seen them on some film there.
Their offense just isn't overly explosive. Their defense seems to be pretty good.
Seems to be pretty salty, yeah. All right, yeah, for us, it's going to depend on, it's like, can we keep breaking tackles,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was really, you felt like we could have won that Thorndale game, but that was one thing they did do well that night.
They tackled well.
They tackled well and didn't let us get all those broken tackles and extended runs.
That was something, Great Creek early in the year, we talked about that. It was like, that's still, I think, probably the best tackling team we've seen all year. They were just solo tackles all over the place. They weren't a great pursuit team, but it didn't matter because if one guy got to the ball carrier, he was taking them down every time.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I wish we'd get an update on that Mason game. I assume they pulled away in the second half, but that's interesting. The Thorndale Harper one is interesting too because, like you said, it's 27-0. Now it's 27-12 in our latest update on it, and it's like we talked about that Thorndale defense just seems to wear down late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's been a theme in like all their games. Is just
what if Thorndale were to lose? That would be their second loss. If Thorndale were to lose, then we'd have to win by 10 anyway to win the district. But
if Thorndale was to lose, they'd have 2 losses. So that would actually be worse for us because now it's no longer a 3-way tie.
Okay, it's just head to head.
Yeah, Mason would be the champ even if we beat them. They'd only have 1 district loss. Well, no, then we would too. And Thorndale would have 2 then.
Then we'd have a head-to-head.
Yeah, so it'd be head-to-head for Mason with Mason. Yeah.
So we'd just have to win. At that point.
If we beat Mason,
just the winner would be.
Yeah, we would be district champs. Yeah.
Yeah, make it simpler.
I don't like talking about those things like just.
I don't.
Off the top of my head, and then I feel like I sound like an idiot for a second before I figure it out.
We'll
keep everything rolling here. We'll talk a little bit more. I know we have our seniors walk the field here at some point. Here we'll move to our post-game sponsor, Print Shop. The deal is in good shape. Be interesting to see how fired up we come out for that game next week.
Well, I think we'll be real fired. I mean, you know, it's not like last year. You kind of brought up last year, and I'd forgotten that, but last year it meant nothing really.
Yeah.
In standings.
Yeah,
And,
no.
we were banged up, and we already knew our playoff, our seeding. Everything had been decided.
Well, the seeding had. Remember, we ended up in that 3-way tie for third, but really our game didn't matter so much as the other games
Right.
that were going on. As far as how the point tiebreakers were going to go for seeding and everything, because we knew before our game was over, it was like we were going to be the 2 seed just because of how the other game shook out.
Yeah, nothing was in our hands. It was so. I think Friday night will be a great high school football game and a great atmosphere, and
Oh yeah,
it'll be a lot of fun.
it's a bit of a bummer. There's no longer the dome over there. And we were talking, the last I heard they were still planning on putting it back up, but they don't have it right now. It got damaged in that storm a couple years ago, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a letdown. It was always a really cool thing to
Was
see when
kinda
you went
neat,
over there. I
yeah.
hope they do replace it. It's one of those unique, just like the graveyard unique here. There's really actually not a lot of those unique stadiums around,
No.
even in Texas. There's not a lot with those kind of stories like that, or those
No.
unique features. You got a lot of really big ones, but not a lot of just
those
really
real
unique,
nice
kind of
six-
cool ones like that. So, yeah.
Well, and we were talking about earlier. We won't know till next week, but now we're done here. I mean, for this year.
Yep.
So after Mason, it'll be.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens and you flip somebody home for
Yeah,
a
I guess
playoff
that could
game.
happen.
You don't
I
see
guess-
that very often,
No.
but
And none the district that we play in the first round is the district that has
that's what I was going to go.
Crawford.
That's what I was going to go try and look at. Let's look
Yeah,
at that real quick.
should've- So over in Crawford area, in the last few years, we've been in the playoffs. It's been in the Killeen vicinity. Copper's Cove, did we play there? Maybe
look up.
once.
Yeah, we played at Cove last year.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
played there
Cove,
in
Killeen,
2018. We played Italy there and
That's right.
beat the brakes off of them, and then
Yeah.
then of course last year was not so.
No, that last year was a gut punch.
Yep. So let's look at the standings here. I'll just look up Crawford here. They'll put me in the right district. All right. So standings in. Well, that's interesting. Rosebud Lot and Crawford are both undefeated in that district. At 1 and 2, so I guess they play next week. At spots 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Let me clarify, and let's see. Okay, Rosebud Lot currently losing to Marlin, though. Crawford was winning their current game, so it looks like Crawford may take over the 1 spot there. Marlin already has a loss in district.
Marlin, they've been up and down, and they've been really good. 2 years ago?
Yeah, so what it looks like is you're going to have Crawford in the 1 spot, and then Marlin and Rosebud Lot tied for second. Marlin with the head-to-head there. Then Rosebud Lot and Crawford play in next week. So those are your top 3, it looks like. Then you got Moody at 1 and 2, and then Riesel and Bruce Valetti both at 0 and 3 in district. Oof. Both of them have just over 10 points scored and right around 120 points given up in district play. So, well, they're playing music for the senior walk.
Yeah,
there they
walking.
are. I
They're
was
out
looking.
there.
I kept thinking they were going end to end, but no, I forget they come across to this sideline. So.
Yeah, like I said, the kids, I don't think it's hit, but there's some sad parents down there right now,
Yeah.
or emotional.
Yeah.
Sad, probably not the right word.
The kids are not very organized. They're having trouble keeping a straight line.
Well, they know they still got to go to school Monday.
Yeah.
So
It's not graduation.
this
It's
is
just
not- yeah.
just parent night for football season. You'll have another one for basketball, another one for baseball, softball. You know.
I know, but you get to do it next year. It's emotional for the parents. It's kind of a neat deal.
So yeah, that other district still pretty undecided. Our district pretty undecided. So not really a lot of guesswork to this point of what's going to happen over there. I would say it does seem like Crawford and Rosebud Lot, well, I say are going to finish 1 and 2. If Rosebud Lot finishes off tonight losing to Marlin and then loses to Crawford next week.
Yeah, I just don't know anything about. We've watched Crawford on film a couple times this year, but Marlin's the one they scare me a little, but only because I know how good they were a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
They're
them.
usually athletic.
They usually got speed.
Yeah.
And that.
I know I was looking, their record is not good. Of course, that doesn't mean a whole lot.
I just don't know the teams they
Go
play.
to Marlin, go to Marlin, go to Marlin. Let's see what their schedule has looked like this year. Yeah, I mean, they're 2 and 6 overall. But they lost to Lexington, Honey Grove, Chilton, and Hearn, and West. That's a pretty rough pre-district there.
Yeah, so that we'll be ready for whoever it is. I just know they usually do have some pretty.
Also, Hearn is the only one of those games that was. It still wasn't even a 20-point game. I mean, they got blown out in all those games. So, they lost to Crawford in overtime to start district play.
Yeah, Crawford's kind of a mystery to me this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because they beat Holland by 2? Was it
Barely,
2?
Yeah, just barely beat Holland, and then.
But,
You never
I'd
know.
be careful about assuming anything about teams from that district because I didn't think Crawford was particularly
Right.
good last year.
Well, when you get in the playoffs, you just better respect whoever it is you're
Yes.
playing. And,
Sometimes that just, sometimes the problem with some teams is just mental, and making the playoffs kind of resets everything for them, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden they kind of
I think that
snap
was
to.
Crawford last year. They didn't know they weren't supposed to win, and they have such a tradition over there. They're supposed to go to the playoffs and win playoff games, and they kind of caught us on a bad night.
So to me, I think obviously if you can win, you win. You want to win the district, and that's your best matchup because you're going to play one of
Yeah.
Riesel, Bruce Valetti, somebody who's probably moody, who's not making you real nervous,
They're not. Yeah, they don't know what to do in the playoffs, probably.
But
They don't have that.
I would say looking at that, I'm going to assume that you're going to end up Crawford 1, Marlin 2, and Rosebud Lot 3. So if you can't win district, sometimes you'd rather be the 3 seed than the 2 seed, depending on how the other district shakes out. I don't think that's the case here. I think you're definitely trying to get second, so you don't have to, if you're third, you're going to face probably Marlin, who again, like you talk about, just there's usually athletes in
on
Marlin.
the field,
It's
yeah.
and given that speed is a limitation of ours, it's just kind of nerve wracking.
Well, it when you get in the playoffs, it's matchups, and you hear that a lot in basketball, but it's just your strengths and theirs and matchups. And
Yep. I don't know if anyone's still listening out there. If they are, you had a Mason update 30-13
Okay.
with about 8 minutes to go, and Thorndale final 33-12 over Harper. So they get one more touchdown in there before the end of the game. So with that,
nonetheless, we'll be in Mason, Texas.
Yeah, we'll be there
Friday
next
night.
week, and
It'll be a fun ball game.
yep. If you can't be there, you know where to go. Wherever you watched us today, go there again, and we'll be there. So, if you did go watch the YouTube broadcast, please, if you got any feedback on it, if that feedback's just it was great, or man, it wasn't nearly as good as the other things, send it my way. I think the Facebook stream was a lot better quality today, the way we did it. So, happy about that. One last thing, if anyone's still out there, I don't know if anyone is, but if you are, running that kind of promotion, drawing for a t-shirt at 50 subscribers to the YouTube channel, and then another one at 100. We are almost at 50. I think I'm at 47. Let me refresh that, see if anyone else jumped in. Load the page. Nope, still at 47. So we're three shy of the first drawing for a T-shirt. So if you're out there listening, still, I don't know how many of you there
Everybody
are. I
wants
should have mentioned this earlier when there were more people on. But if you're still listening, you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you want an opportunity for a free T-shirt, San Saba Radio. Print shop made those up for us. Then get on there, click subscribe, go comment on one of my posts about it from my Facebook page that you did subscribe, because that's something I found out real quick, is that we don't, a lot of people have their privacy settings on YouTube to where their channels they're subscribed to is not public, and that also includes the owners of the channels they've subscribed to. It does not show me if your settings are set to private. So you got to go tell me on Facebook that you subscribe to it just to make sure that I have you on the list to draw from. So hopefully we can get that knocked out this weekend, get at least to 50.
Maybe everybody's trying to be number 50. it's
Yeah, I know,
somebody
they're just
out
waiting.
of that 50,
Yeah, well, there's no magic. It's not the 50th subscriber.
there
It's
you go.
just
Okay, I'll go
someone
ahead and
out of the
subscribe.
someone out of the 50 will get one.
Okay.
I'm not giving you a shirt. I already gave you one.
I know. I need another.
Yeah, get some ketchup on the first one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, then we'll go ahead and sign off here. We'll see you next week in Mason and then in the playoffs. So until then, go Dillos. Absolutely. So let me go into these two streams.